Do you know about the Tarzan drinking game?
I think I've heard of it. I haven't done it though.
Well, we
I mean,
actually like
well, we made it up, so
yeah, like we made our own
Well,
rules,
I thought I remember you
and
like mentioning it before.
I probably
I guess
have. Basically, I mean, Ashley, do you just want to say?
sure. Well, basically, I don't even remember what all the rules were, but we decided to like watch Tarzan and play a drinking game, obviously. And we had them like one of the rules was like every time like the big gorilla roars, we finish our drink.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
Well,
yeah.
first thing
because our
that
thought was like that only happens like once or twice, like
But
it'll be a fun one like every now and again, like two
what is
times.
yeah,
doesn't?
and the first one that comes up is that where he does
Yeah.
that big roar thing. We're like, and we had like
Yeah.
full drinks, and we're like, oh shit! So we had
Yeah.
to chug
Yeah.
our drink, and then like he did it like pretty soon after that.
Well, the
And
thing
also
was
like
too, like,
anytime Tarzan swings from a vine,
yeah.
but then there was one scene where he's like swinging from a ton of vines. We're like, do we take a
Yeah.
whole bunch of
Well,
drinks
yeah,
for all of
so
this?
so that was like it was the scene where he's turning from like a kid to an adult. And
Yeah.
he like I was trying to
Oh,
count because Ashley's in the bathroom. And so I'm like keeping track while she's gone. And it was like 17 vines in a row. So basically like our whole drink. Well,
Yeah,
again.
we're just like, I think we're done playing now.
Well, yeah, even like on the very first of the big gorilla beating his chest and getting pissed, like we like drank half our drinks and we are like, should we just like go slower?
Yeah, should we just like
Like,
not do it?
yeah, from the beginning it was like we might be fucked. Like maybe we should slow down. And then he did the 17 vines, and Ashley gets out of the bathroom, and I was like, you're not gonna believe it. She's like, what? I was like, 17 vines. Your face was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was like, we made a mistake.
Yeah. That one's rough. We didn't even get like halfway through the movie and we were already done drinking.
Yeah, we got like, I think like right after he became like an adult, we're like, yeah,
Which
I
isn't
think
that
we're
far at
done.
all. It's so easy, like so
It's like
early
right
on
at
in
the
the movie.
beginning.
Yeah, it's like a couple scenes of him like being a dumb kid and then he's an adult. So like,
And then we're like, oh fuck, what have we done?
welcome.
Back.
two
What
We
missed.
episode?
10.
So this week we sit down and chat with one of my other sisters, Ashley. She's next oldest in the lineup. Basically, we're going in order because I feel like doing it that way. We chat about a lot of bullshit, some stuff about our childhood and people in the neighborhood, and also stuff about school. A lot of fun stuff, some DoorDash bullshit, some delivery bullshit in general. I hope you enjoy it because we sure love doing it. You're not on that private story on Snapchat, Ashley. I've been taking Jamie
what?
I have a private story just for Jamie on
You
my
mean Jammy?
shut the fuck up on Snapchat,
No,
and
no, no.
I've been taking him to there's a dog park that has a like big old lake in the middle, and he's been actually learning how to swim kind of. Well, the thing is like he gets really determined. Like he'll run out there and then realize that he's like too deep to stand, and sometimes he'll like be really slow about it because the ball is like right outside of his reach, and then sometimes he'll just bolt right in and just go for it. And like one time I threw the ball and I was like, shit, I threw it way too far, and he like just kept going for it and kept going for it. I was like, oh, he can't swim that well. Like I don't know. I was like, oh, and then he like got to it, and the first couple of times that he like swam and got the ball, he like forgot to keep paddling because he's just so focused on grabbing the ball. So he like grabs it and his head goes under, and I'm like, and then he comes up freaking out, and he's doing like,
I would too.
well, yeah, he's like, like usually when they're swimming, like their body's pretty horizontal, just like a person would be. But then like when he starts to panic, he goes more like straight up and down, and like he's more just like flopping and like barely keeping his head up and just freaking out. So like he grabs it and his head goes under, and he comes up doing the like oh shit thing, and I'm like, Jamie, like focus, please, you're gonna die. Like come back.
Jammy.
The first time I took him,
Poor
I was
guy.
at, I was at the dog park here, and I was like, well, we'll just try it. Like, cause I don't think he'll swim. I was like, I'll just grab the towel. We'll just go. And like, maybe he'll get a little bit wet, but like he can cool off a little bit. And then he like sprinted in a couple times, but like didn't go far enough to be swimming. And then the first time that he like went too far, he like kind of freaked out. But like he was so focused on one of the balls that he was like, like just started to freak out. But he's like doing better now.
Fuck my life.
And they have a little concrete spot, and then it's like a pretty deep drop off right past it in the water. And one of the dogs was like running and jumping off of it and swimming around and stuff. And like they were like doing little tricks and stuff. And so Jamie like goes to the edge of that and like looks at the water, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do it. And he just kind of like jumps in all like floppy, and then he realizes that it's like super deep. He's like, oh, like freaked out, like looked at me like, oh no.
Like shit.
Yeah, he looked at me all freaked out, and I was like, come back. And he just like he put his paws up on the concrete, but he couldn't like pull himself all the way up. So I had to like awkwardly grab him. It was really dumb. And everyone was laughing at him.
Poor Jamie.
He's kind of a dunce though. Like he learns from his mistakes pretty quick. Like it only took 2 times going for him to realize like, oh, I can only go out so far before I'm about to like drown. And he's like doing really well with actually swimming. It's just like there's moments where he freaks out, or like I can tell he's getting tired. Like the first time we went, he was all tired from the first dog park, and then like he also was just figuring out what he was doing with swimming. So he would like swallow water and be like when he got back to land, like joking and like coughing it up. I was like, oh Jesus. But he's been doing okay. All right, let's see what Garrett's doing. Let me he's not even on his, he probably fell back asleep. Let me just check my phone. Is that my AC coming up on the thing? Why is my thing green constantly? Well, he hasn't said anything, and when I called him, he sounded really tired. So I have a feeling, that's gonna happen. We're gonna be like, all right, let's wrap it up, and then he's gonna text and be like, oh shit, I was asleep again. He said he didn't like sleep at all last night, so it's not a huge deal. Should we just start anyway?
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
So I don't know what I'm going to talk about, honestly, Dean.
Well, figure it out. I was just kidding. I don't know. We could just like tell stories from when we were kids, like dumb shit. Like I mean, I was gonna say like Evil Dora, but that feels kind of like doxing her. Well, no, because we don't have to say her name. But also,
The driving instructor.
no, Evil Dora. Did we ever tell you, Jacob?
No.
No. So I mean, I don't know. I feel really bad about this, but okay. But I was not the one that came up with it. Just to preface.
Even
the
came up
kid
with
that looked
it.
like Dora, right?
Garrett.
Recording in progress.
Garrett's shirtless.
Dear brothers.
Where's
Hold
the
on,
bong? Where's the
Hold
bong?
on. I have a bit planned for this. Wait, is Ashley already in here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, what's up, Ashley?
Hi.
What's popping, y'all?
Second off, dude, I was sitting there. I had to take a shower, dude. I was fucking nasty. But I was sitting there in the shower. I was like, I'm gonna have this whole like apology or something.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm sitting there. All right. Okay, here he goes. Dearest
Why is
brothers,
that not focused?
I know I am far past the threshold for being fashionably late, and now I'm just some douchebag that was late.
Is this the apology?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, though, yeah, I am sorry that
No, it's fine.
when I was late there,
It's
but-
okay. You're just gonna make me late to the party. It's okay though.
Danny, shut up.
It sounded like a fart, but it was just the couch. But to continue with the Evil Dora thing.
Was it
We
the
t-
kid that looked like Dora? Or something?
Yeah,
We were-
so Garrett,
I remember you
I don't know
told
if I don't know if you've ever heard the Evil Dora thing, but when we when we were
Evil
younger,
Dora.
this girl, I don't want to say her name because I feel bad, but
Dora.
she lived in our loop, like
Okay.
On our
like
street, basically.
yeah, like down the street from us.
Okay.
And she kind of had a Dora haircut, and so for like years we called her Evil Dora because she was kind of like, she kind of had a temper. But then
Well, she was just a brat. Just in
yeah,
general.
yeah, I mean she kind of,
Oh,
but then
Okay.
at one point, like she was talking to us and she was like, guys, some kid at school called me Evil Dora, and like, do you guys think I look like Dora? And we were the ones that started that shit. And so we were like, oh fuck. Like, we felt so bad.
Wait, I actually don't remember
Oh.
that happening.
No.
oh my
No, I don't
God.
remember
Yeah,
that.
she I forget who all was there. I think it might have just been me and Erica, but she like said that like some kids either at school or in the neighborhood or someone had called her evil. Like she heard that she had the nickname Evil Dora basically, and she like asked us if she
Oh.
looked like Dora, and we were like, no, that's crazy. And
Wait,
we
so you
like,
guys were going around telling people that she looks like Evil Dora? Whether she
Well, I-
was
I
Evil
don't-
Dora?
no, I don't even know, because like I don't know how it even got out, because it was like a thing between like the siblings, I
Us.
thought. But then like at some point she like asked us if we thought she looked like Dora.
Oh
It felt
my
super bad.
gosh, that's
This
so
is
evil.
also, I don't know if I've told this story here. There was also this one time that I was hanging out with her and this other girl in the neighborhood, and she had a trampoline. Evil Dora did, and sorry, I feel really bad calling her that. But yeah, so Dora had the trampoline, and we're hanging out, and we're all jumping on the trampoline, and the other girl, her pants were a little bit loose, so they like almost fell down a little bit while she was jumping. She was like, "Oh shit," and pulls them back up. But she didn't shit, she's a child. But she's like, "Oh whoops," and like pulls them up, like, "Haha, that was crazy. My pants were falling down." And then Evil Dora thought it would be funny to purposefully start like pulling her pants down as a joke, to be like, "Oh, mine too." And I was like, I don't think this is okay. Like, we should probably just not be pulling our pants down on the trampoline right now. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go like pet your dogs. I'm not gonna be involved in this. So I was like, no. So I just walked away and started petting her dogs. And like and then the other girl joins in too, and they're like pulling their pants down on the trampoline. And I'm just like obvious, like very obviously turned and looking at the dog and petting the dog. Like, this is really weird. I don't know what the hell's going on. Because we're like 9 or some shit, like 9 or 10. And so
my
then,
Lord.
but her dad was fucking scary, like a scary,
Oh,
like
yeah.
big dude that like would get loud and yell and shit. And so they're doing that shit on the trampoline. I just hear, I can't say her name. I hear Dora, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like loud, like booming. He's like pissed, and so
Oh my God.
and so I look over. He's standing. Right now it's funny, but at the time it was fucking horrifying. It's just like his silhouette in like their screen in their screen door, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then she like freaks out, pulls her pants up, and the other girl pulls her pants up, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here because I'm scared of him. I just like, he comes out to yell at them, and I just go home. I was like, fuck this. So I go home, and I think I was like, I went to your room, Ashley, to like look out because it had the
Yeah.
front facing window, so I could like see outside and see if anyone was coming, because I was like horrified. I thought that I was gonna get in trouble for just like being there. And I'm looking out and I see them come up, and I'm like, fuck. And then I hear like a knock at the door or whatever, and my mom's talking to them, and I'm like, am I about to get like Because what if she spun it and was like, he told us, I was like freaking out. I was like, what if I'm fucked? Like, what if I'm just gonna get like, just caught up in some shit that I didn't do. I'm like
Yeah.
10 freaking out. And then they call me down there and I'm like walking over all scared. And then her dad is like, she wanted to apologize for what she did. And she was like, I'm sorry for pulling my pants down. And I was like, it's okay. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? I was like, no, it's fine. And then like she's like awkwardly left and I just didn't talk to her again. It was the most awkward shit.
Yeah, well, I had to
ever.
like babysit her for a while
Yeah.
because Amanda and I, like our other sister and I, would babysit her, and she was just like the biggest brat in the world. Like she one time,
Oh.
she heard the ice cream truck,
I was
and
about to
she
mention this.
had like $15 from her parents, and she bought 5 Choco Tacos. Like she spent all of her money on Choco Tacos,
Yeah.
and she bought 5 and she ate them all. And she'd just be like such a brat.
Oh no.
Sorry, Evil Dora, if you somehow listen to this.
She's gonna know it's her because
She's our biggest
evil. I
supporter
can't
in
believe
Belgium.
The thing is, I didn't come up with Evil Dora. I was just the youngest kid that went along with it. I mean, it doesn't make it okay that I still did it, but
I was-
I'm just saying that I didn't come up with it, Evil Dora. It wasn't me. But yeah, poor fucking. Do you remember the Dehydrated
Evil
Brothers,
Dora.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Well, how did that even happen? Wasn't it like they were biking on the trail and we heard them from outside? Or what even happened there?
I don't know. So, because my room was like right at the front, like you could see the front yard and stuff from my room, and I think we were like looking out the front window, like maybe not in my room, I'm not sure, but we were like looking out in the front yard and stuff. And then there's like these brothers who like lived down the road, and they were like just sitting at like the curb near our house. And then one of the brothers was just like, come on, like let's go. And he's like, I'm dehydrated.
Yeah, like really
Yeah, and we
dramatic.
started yelling at him all loud. And so we just called them Dehydrated Brothers because we were evil.
Yeah, we were kind of dumb. I just remembered something else. Garen, did you ever run around in the woods with us when we had like that little like club in the woods?
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think
that
so.
stupid
I don't
club.
remember anything about that.
It wasn't stupid. What you talking about?
Yes, it was.
I mean, it kind of was dumb, but basically, my buddy Jeremy, who lived down the road from us, they had like woods directly out back of their house, and so like us and some of the other kids in the neighborhood basically decided that we would like sort of make a little club in the woods because there was like a couple little like mini tiny clearings. And like we made these like, it's really fucking dumb explaining it now, but like we like basically gave each other like houses and shit in the woods as like this tree with like this little clearing, this little area is yours, it's your house, and like all that stupid shit. But then I think I want to say that Evil Dora like tried to join and we didn't want her to, or something really fucked up where we just kind of were like, nah.
You guys were evil.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of mean, but we just like didn't, because she could get kind of rude and bratty, so we like didn't want her to join, so we like said no. Felt bad about that one, but
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Dehydrated Brothers is a good one though. Stop! I'm
Yeah.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
Of all the things for like a kid to say, it's just stupid.
Well, they were like teenagers, I think.
Oh,
Like maybe preteen. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't remember.
do you are you still crocheting?
Yeah. Whenever I have time. It just takes up. It takes so long.
What's your latest
Yeah.
project on it?
I'm working on a shirt for myself. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a stripe shirt type of thing.
Okay.
That's like a wrap one. I don't know. It's kind of hard
What-
to explain.
Is it like mostly one color, but then there's like a couple stripes on like the chest of it or something, or is it like all the way striped?
It's gonna be all striped. It's pink,
Okay.
purple, white, and gray.
Okay.
Because that's what I had at home. I
fair
don't want to go to the
enough.
store.
Well, how far is it? Like how far along?
I'm like almost done. I just keep stopping
Oh.
because I just get lazy and I just don't want to do it.
That's fair. That stupid little vest that you made for Riker's toy.
Oh yeah.
So stupid. Do you have a picture of that?
I don't think so.
Damn it. You should get a
I don't know
picture
if
and
I do.
I'll
I'll take
try
a
to
picture and I'll send it to you.
I'll try to put it up if I remember on this.
Or I'll ask Bethy to send it to me.
Yeah. It's just this little
Like a little sweater vest.
yeah, well, it's like a little spider monkey that Riker calls Banana. And Ashley will always do this stupid fucking thing where I'll be like sitting on the couch just hanging out and she's like at the table and she'll be like, hey look, and I'm like, what? And I look up and she'll have put Banana in like the paint me like one of your French girls pose or like just some stupid fucking pose with Banana, and I'm like, stop doing that. She like keeps like doing a different pose and being like, look, and I'm like, shut up.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
And I learned that you can use the Snapchat filters with him.
Oh
Because
yeah,
it like registers his face.
yeah. So
Wow.
As
she
like a
sent me
face,
like
and so
little yeah. You should face
That's
swap with him.
hilarious.
Ew, no, because the animated one works. Like
I don't know what that
like
one
like
is.
the cartoon face where it like turns your face kind of like
Oh yeah.
like a Disney
Yeah.
Pixar type of thing, and it actually works. I'll try and
Yeah.
think I
If you
have
can
it.
if
I'll
you can
send it
find
to you.
some, I'll try and put them up on the video afterwards, or I'll forget and everyone will be pissed at me. Or even better, I'll get the
Give me
pictures,
a
not
second.
be able to figure out
It
how to
looks
do it,
so
and then just give up.
Sounds like a good way to do it.
Yeah. Well, I still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing with editing. I can cut things, I can move them around, I can do audio fades like between scenes, and I can do like fade to black or fade to white. Like I can do like transitions for scenes, but other than that, like I click the audio tab and there's like 10 things and I'm like, I don't know any of this shit. And I just like stare at it like, what the fuck am I looking at? So it's been fun though.
That's when you just start clicking random shit and just see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do one of these times. Like when I go to edit the highlights, I gotta do that fucking exploding orc baby bit. Because that's a good one. I need to sit down and take that and start fucking with it, because I think that'd be a good highlight one. But yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we didn't even say the whole thing about bringing up Banana was that she made a little sweater vest for him, and it's like a bunch of different colors, and it looks really dumb on him because it's just like this little. Is it a Beanie Baby, Ashley? Is Ashley dead? What happened?
I think she disconnected.
Oh yeah, she did. She probably got something else on her phone. It was like, oh, wait, she's back. Hold on, I see her in the participants. Wait for the audio there. Wait, what? Is she back?
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
There we go.
I tried to send it, but then it just closed out the call, so I'll send it to you
okay.
later.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, so basically, huh?
No, my only question was, is Banana a Beanie Baby?
Yeah, he's a Beanie Baby.
Okay,
because he was ours. Like, I don't even know where he came from, honestly.
I found it.
But his actual name, like the Beanie Baby name that like he just had, was Mooch.
Yeah, I'm
which is
looking
kinda
at it right
dumb.
now. Actually, here, let me pull this up. For anyone that, I mean, no one cares, but anyone that wonders, this is Mooch.
And he holds his poses really well, actually. So.
That's true. Imagine this monkey laid out doing the thing like this. It's really cute. But also with a sweater vest on. That's like a bunch of different colors.
Well, the sweater vest is like a newer development, okay?
I know, but that's also part of it.
True.
So yeah, that's the story of Mooch, aka Banana. What the fuck? Did you guys hear that honk?
It was someone honking in my parking lot.
Oh, that's pretty lame.
Yeah, so anyway, I was watching Riker one day because I watch him like every day.
Right.
And I was making a rainbow sweater vest for Riker for his birthday,
Oh, that's cute.
and I was like, oh, I should make one for Banana, like as a joke. He was like, yeah. And so I started making it. It looks so ugly because it's like it has to be small. And
Yeah.
it just turned out really ugly. But
I don't think it's that ugly. It's just the
I
fact
think
that
it's pretty ugly.
well, I think it's the fact that it's a little stupid spider monkey beanie baby with a sweater vest
True.
on, you know? Like
True.
it's not that it's poorly made, it's just kind of weird. But yeah. Oh, do you want to share the new nickname that Riker came up with since you were so excited about it?
Oh yeah. So for some reason our mom gave Riker a Benjamin Franklin toy, like a little like action figure of
Wait,
Benjamin Franklin.
Which first off, what the hell? Who has a
Yeah, like
little
why
Benjamin
even
Franklin
do that?
figurine? It's like a little action figure. Like what? I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
where's-
like literally like a Benjamin Franklin action figure.
yeah.
And he pulls it out of his toy box one day, and I was like, "What the heck? Like, like, who is that?" Like, I knew who it was, but I was like, "Oh, who is that?" And he was like, "Uncle Danny." And I was like, "What?" And so then every time I show him a picture of Benjamin Franklin, he says that it's Danny.
Yeah. So
And so I
now,
just
Oh,
call him
Danny.
Benjamin
yeah. So
Franklin
now I
all the
actually
time.
think it's the funniest fucking thing to call me
'Cause it
Benjamin
is.
Franklin. But the thing is,
Because you look nothing like him.
I know, but it's also funny because like she'll do it far enough apart. Like I'll forget that it's even a thing for a couple days, and then she'll be like, "Oh, hey, Benjamin Franklin." I'll be like, "Fuck, I forgot about that." Like she's really good at spacing it out enough that I forget every fucking time.
Well, the thing is that I forget, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, it's like how we always say we're gonna call Amanda AJ because Amanda
Yeah.
Joyce, but we never fucking do. We're always like,
Until
"Oh, this,
randomly,
yeah."
like, "Oh yeah," and we call it for like an hour.
Yeah, and we're
We
always like,
don't
okay,
ever do it
this
again.
time we're gonna remember because it's really funny, and we just don't. So that's annoying. But yeah, one time he was like, she was like, "Who's that?" And he goes, "Uncle Dennis," and we were like, "Uncle Dennis? What the fuck?"
Yeah, who the
Just
fuck
like-
is Uncle Dennis?
Yeah, he just like switched it up on us for no reason. Yeah, and that's why I get called Benjamin Franklin now. If you guys ever hear that, that's where it
Yeah.
came from. It's my favorite
That's really
nickname of
funny,
all
though.
time. I mean, it is funny. It's just also like so absurd because there's, I mean,
There's
should
like
we
no
just,
real reason.
should we just do a side by side here?
Oh, I actually have the side by side if you want me to send it to you.
Yeah,
I have
In
a
our-
couple of options I can send you.
the stupid ones you sent.
Yeah. Wait,
I
you,
mean-
should, you should have them all in your phone, don't you?
I do have that one. I'll,
'Cause I
I'll
sent
get it
them
up
to you.
here. But I mean, like, look at this shit. I'll share it here too. Like that is not. That does not look like me at all.
I
It's
can see the
literally-
resemblance, kind of.
No,
Danny's on the $100 bill.
he's old. Is it what he's on? The 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's old and like I guess that's young
Hey,
Benjamin
look at that!
Franklin.
Look at that one photo.
This one?
The
I mean, are you really
tan
gonna find young Benjamin Franklin?
Oh, we can find out.
young. Yeah, I've never seen.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm moving this around. Is that him when he's young?
I can't even.
King Junior.
I mean, it's what it says.
says.
Benjamin Franklin
Mhm.
King Jr. Wait, no, hold on.
Oh, look at him with the
Wait,
sunglasses.
what?
I don't know if this is a lost cause or not. I feel like we're looking at a bunch of random shit.
Probably.
Young Ben Franklin, and it's like him with sunglasses on. Yeah, I think.
Wait, it's for
Oh.
real.
Great disguise.
Where'd that one go? What? Yeah, this guy just cosplaying as Ben Franklin, but he's a young guy, so they put young Ben Franklin for that one.
God, their hairstyles are so bad back
I
then.
don't think we're gonna find it. They are pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna find a young Benjamin Franklin, Danny.
I don't think so either.
I found one. It looks like a woman though. She
I'll
looks
share
like,
it.
Here, let me see.
I'm sure this is gonna play well over audio. It always does. Every time I'm sharing my screen on these, I'm like, maybe we should not. Like we were watching.
This looks like
Like-
a young.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. We were watching the stupid dub of Ghost Stories, the anime last episode, and we were just all sitting there and
Mhm.
watching it. And I was like, we should wait. What are we doing? Like, this is gonna go horribly over.
You
over
stamps.
yeah.
There's a freaky photo of Andrew Jackson.
Oh.
Like
Which
when he's like
means- I
really
think you mean
freaking
sexy.
Oh.
All right, yeah, we got to stop doing shit where we just sit here and look at pictures. We did that like 3 times last episode, and I was like, "Fuck, this is probably not." Audio listeners are gonna be pissed.
It's always really funny though.
No,
Right.
yeah,
That
I
just,
mean
that just encourages people to go watch the YouTube video.
that's true. And on
Yeah,
the
if they
last
want to see what you're talking
episode,
about, then they have
actually,
to look at it.
did you?
Oh, we're watching like ghost stories for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that one's better because it's like the funny part was the fact that they dubbed it bad, which is audio anyway.
Yeah.
But it was also like we were all just sitting, like it just turned into 4 people sitting there watching a video, and I was like, "What are we doing? we gotta get off of this." But Ashley, did you listen to last week's yet
Oh,
episode?
Not yet. No.
Well, you should, and for anyone that hasn't seen it, just watch the last like
Is that
half
Erica's?
hour. Yeah, I watched the last half hour
mhm.
because Garen committed to something.
Is it just you guys just sitting there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, the gist of it is I pronounce theme song because I just fucking can't talk ever, and then it spiraled from
Stu?
there. But it's not I didn't do
Yeah,
anything dumb. Garen
it's-
did something dumb.
It spiraled out.
Well,
of
you're the one that
control very
misspoke.
fast.
Danny.
No, I know. I do that all the time though. I own it. Do you ever like?
Right,
Do you ever
right.
say something and then after you already said it, you think is that right? But it was just the right words. But then you think, wait a second, now it sounds weird because I thought about it. Because I do that all.
No,
the time.
I'll
did
say
that earlier
something
today.
and then I'll just keep going, and then I'm like, wait a minute, did I say the wrong thing a minute ago? I'm like, wait, did I say the wrong word? And then they're like, yeah.
Why are you barking, dude? Dude, enough. Sorry, he's just fucking freaking out over nothing. Go out there then. I think there's just the neighbors are probably out front. And he's like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh." Sometimes he'll do like the full on barks, but other times he just kind of huffs and like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh." It's so annoying. And he's like in that pissed off mood. And so he just like, even after the thing is gone and done, he'll just sit there and huff anyway. Fucking asshole. I'm gonna go see what's going on with him. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. I always think it's so funny when Danny leaves because
Oh
then,
yeah,
like,
it's just all quiet.
yeah, we just end up sitting here.
Okay, I'm back.
I think we're all occupied
Oh,
now.
that's
So
so
that's
quick.
Yeah, because I went straight downstairs and it was, I don't know, he just was running around looking like an idiot. And then I looked out the
Like
front
always?
door. Well, yeah, but but I looked out the front door and it looked like there was a dude that was near our front door. I don't know. Maybe he was talking to our neighbors, but then he was already walking away. So I assume it's fine now. Did you guys say anything about me while I was gone?
So much.
Yeah, you guys talk
I
shit.
Yeah.
missed it.
Yeah, talk the most shit.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you guys. Fuck, dude, I'm tired. I the worst is when you drink like I mean I already talked about this a little bit, but when you drink fucking coffee and then you're just still tired. I drank it to be energized. You know, it just pisses me off. I don't know why I'm on this so much, but it's annoying. Darren, you
Maybe
just
you
yawned
have-
too.
hmm
Maybe I have what now?
I was gonna say maybe you just have built up a tolerance to caffeine.
Well, the thing is, I haven't had that much coffee recently. I used to go to this coffee shop like every day after work just to have like some time between work and home because it's like I go to work my ass off, come straight home, take care of Jamie, and it's just like to have a little bit of a buffer is nice.
Yeah.
But then I haven't gone as much recently just because I'm trying not to spend as much on coffee. and also like I haven't really been eating that boost anymore. So now I'm like my tolerance is gone, and now I get fucking tired on it. Like, come on, it's just stupid. Oh, a little mini story here. It's kind of stupid, but you guys know when when your socks all bunched up and you flick it to get it to all come out.
What?
You know, like when your sock is like isn't fully
Oh
unrolled,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you start
Mhm.
like you start whipping it so you can get it all the
Mhm.
way undone. So
Oh, I think that when it was on your foot.
yeah, no, you just flick your foot around a little bit and get it done. No.
Yeah, so I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm like fresh
Sorry,
out of the
go on.
shower and about to change, and one of the socks is all rolled up. So I'm like, all right, flick it out, grab it, flick, flings out of my hand straight into the toilet. And I was like, fuck.
You stupid.
Like, well, it was one of those where like it bounced off the side of the bowl, then the wall, and then straight in. And I was like, so there was like time to save it, but I just
No
sat there and
way.
stared because I was like, and then it just was too late. And then I had to
You
go get another
dummy.
pair of socks. It's pretty sad.
You didn't wear them after?
I thought of it. No, it would have been funny if I just put them on anyway.
Man, it's fine. They're all
Put a
wet
shoe
and
on top of
gross
it.
from the toilet.
Wait, you guys don't like wet socks?
Ew.
Yeah, that was a low point of the day. It wasn't today, but it was like really annoying. Did I tell any of you guys about the fucking DoorDash fiasco?
No.
Silence sounds like a
Maybe?
no. Well, it was like this past weekend. It's a bit of a long story, but whatever. So basically, sometimes when I'm door dashing, there's like a couple orders that will just really fuck up the rhythm. Like if I go to fucking it was
Oh,
Wendy's.
you do DoorDash?
Yeah, every now and again. Like
Wait,
I'll
I didn't even know
guess.
you do DoorDash, Dana.
Yeah, just like here and there for like a little bit of extra cash, you know. But I like this past time I was at Wendy's and the line was just like mega long. Like it was like wrapped around, but I had already like accepted the order. I'm already there. So I'm like, okay, maybe the line will go fast. It just like doesn't most of the time. And one time it was Burger King that was like just taking for fucking ever. And there was not that many people. There was like
Mhm.
two people ahead of me. So I pull up, I'm like, hey, I got an order for Johnny Dickwad. And then they're like, cool. And I like pull up and I'm like, all right, I pull up. And there's like two cars in front of me taking just like 10 years. And they just like hand one bag out to the person, then they leave. And it's like you had like one bag of food to hand them. Just fucking make the food. And then like
Fast food. They call
but then when I get up there, I had just gotten the second order for the same Burger King for another person. So I'm like, hey, just so you like, I just got this one. Can you grab that one too? I'm like, okay, cool. And it just like took fucking forever. That Burger King, like, it's just 10 years for like 3 fucking things. But that's not even the thing I was gonna go into. I just got pissed because Burger King took 10 years. But it eats up into your time. Like I could be making more money doing other shit, but I'm sitting here at Burger King waiting for
Yeah,
two
and then they think that
burgers.
you're just
Right, and then I
sticking
get the
around,
bad rating.
probably.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if I'm late to the order, then they're like, oh, you fucker, you're late. Like, and then I might get like 3 stars or whatever. But it's just like it's just pissing me off. But I went to this place called Coyote's Mexican Tavern or whatever bullshit, and I'm fine with saying the full thing because they pissed me off. so I go there and I go to the front, like where the hostess should be or whatever. But there's not like a one main hostess. It's just like the servers will come up and kind of like see people. It was kind of weird. And so I say, hey, I'm here for DoorDash for blank. And the lady just kind of like I don't even know what she really said. She just goes like, okay. Kind of like walks away. I'm like, does that mean she's getting my order? Like, what the fuck? And then like another server comes up and just doesn't say anything to me, doesn't ask me anything. And then like there's like it just kind of keeps going like that, where like servers will come up and just not really say anything. And then one guy does ask, and I was like, yeah, DoorDash for blank, and I show him, and he's like, okay. And then he's like, oh, I'm sure they'll be out soon. I'm like, that's not helpful. And so he just like fucks off. And then this other guy had come in a little bit after me, and he's like he's getting really impatient because he's also waiting for a pickup, but one that he's set. And so he's like doing this thing where he's like pissed off and like looking around and like getting all antsy and like shifting, and he's just like he's very clearly like, give me my fucking food. And he even like walked around. He even like walked around a little bit to see like, is this the right spot? Because like half the servers don't talk to you when they come up. They just like fuck around, do whatever, and then go right back to the tables. So he's like pissed too. And then he's like, can someone please check my order as for Buddy? I'm like, oh God, this dude's pissed. And so then the guy, like one of the servers that asked me who my thing was, he comes back with a thing of food. And my order is like for like 2 things. It was like a burrito and fries. And so he brings a thing with like 6 items in it, sets it on the table. He starts checking out the guy, the Buddy who had been waiting there. And so I assume he walked up with food. He's checking this guy out. This is this guy's food. Makes sense, right?
And it
And
wasn't.
no. And so he checks the guy out, and then he's like, he points at the food, points at me. He's like, this yours? And I look at my phone. It says 2 items. I look at the thing. There's 6 items. I go, no, not me. He's like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets his food like a couple minutes later. He's shifting around, being all pissed off and stuff. He gets his food. He's like, thank you, and leaves. And so I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just sit here still. They all know I'm here for DoorDash. They're gonna give me my fucking food when it's ready. Like, I'll just sit here. So I sit down in the fucking bench that's there. Then like 4 or 5 parties of people come in and get seated and like go through their whole shit. People are leaving. Like, I'm just sitting there waiting for like 20 minutes. Like maybe it was probably like 30 minutes of me in that fucking place. And eventually I'm like, okay, well, I told like 4 or 5 different people I'm here for DoorDash and no one's giving me my food. What's going on? I like go up and I'm like, hey, is this gonna be ready soon? Like, I've been waiting. And then he goes, oh, it's the same fucker, by the way, the same dude that I already told like twice, and that was like checking the other guy out. Oh, and by the way, like when Buddy was getting checked out and he asked me if that was mine, I said no. He like shoves the food, like the guy puts the food off to the side and it's like, all right, it's no one's. And so I go up and he's like, it's not either of yours, basically. So I was like, I asked him, like, is this gonna be ready soon? He goes, oh, this is it right here. The thing that he set down on the fucking counter an hour ago.
God.
He goes, this is it right here. And I was like, why'd you fucking say anything to me? The Buddy
Wait,
asked
the order
me.
with a lot of stuff in it?
Yeah, the order with like 6 fucking things in it. He goes, this is it. Oh, you what? Whoa. And I was like, dude, like, first of all, you set it down and didn't tell me that it was mine. Even when the other guy asked me, is this yours? And he knows, like, I told the guy I'm waiting on this order, this food order with this stuff in it. And he goes, okay. So he knows. So the dude knew that was my order that I was waiting on. Set it down, didn't tell me, and then didn't say anything when I said, I don't think that's mine. And so, and then he also walked by and like came to the same the same desk like 6 times in between when he set that down and when I asked him. It was like 4 or 5 times that he had come back and done stuff and like been right there and didn't say anything to me. So I asked him, I'm like, okay, is this like, where's my food? He goes, oh, it's right here. And I was like, dude, it's 2 items. I point the thing at him and I go, it's a burrito and fries. And he points, he goes to the bag. There's like 3 different like Tupperware things, like salsa chips, like a bunch of shit. And he points and goes, yeah, burrito, fries, and points at 2 of the things in the bag. And he goes, burrito and fries. And I was like, dude, why'd you say anything? I just grab it and I leave. I was like, so pissed. Like half an hour I wasted sitting there.
Yeah.
Wait, so the order was more than
Well, it was like the
just
burrito,
2
fries,
things?
and then like I guess everyone gets chips and salsa, and then like some fucking, I think it was like rice, and because there was like 3 containers, and so I was like, it can't be the 2 items I had because there's 3 different containers. But the dude just let me sit there for like, after the food was sitting there, it was probably like 15 minutes of me just sitting there waiting and him coming back and forth too. I was so fucking mad. So that's my fucking bitching about Coyote whatever place. I don't even remember what it's called. So
You just reminded me. You just remind me of something we haven't spoken about in years.
Oh yeah?
You remember when you, me, and Columbus all went to Kings Island?
Yeah.
And we went to that restaurant afterwards?
Where did we go to eat?
I think it was Wendy's. and it took us like a full hour to get our stuff.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember this?
No.
Like, yeah, we had like a bunch of people in front of us, and they're all getting impatient. The one person's like, "This is ridiculous. I'm gonna call like this."
Yeah. Now I
It
kind
took
of
us
do
like an
remember.
entire hour. Like we got there at midnight, and we didn't leave till like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
For that long. They were like getting one person's order every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
But
insane.
the thing that is annoying with shit like that is like when I was waiting at Burger King, I was at the window that they give you the food, and like I see them working, I see them doing things. It just takes them fucking forever. Like they're working on shit. It's like, how does it take that long to put the burger together? Like I seen you walk by 10 times and grab lettuce. You have to be done with one of the burgers. And like same with the people at Coyote. It's like you've gone back and forth 1,000 times, and like my food is sitting right here, and the guy knows the name for the order, and that I'm waiting on DoorDash, and he just didn't say shit. It's like, come on, man. Because when he set it down, and like the guy goes, "This is yours," I go, "I don't know," and he just like shoves it to the side. I was like, okay, then it's not mine, because he would have told me, because he knows what I'm waiting for. I've told him like twice what I'm here for, so he knows that I'm waiting on DoorDash. It can't be mine. And then 20 minutes later, where's my
Maybe he
food?
was
Right here.
having a stressful day.
It was not that busy in there.
You don't know that.
I was in there. I know it wasn't busy.
You don't know what his life was like outside of work, Danny.
You're right.
You
You're right.
ass.
Yeah, I shouldn't judge the dude. But the way he said it was like, "Oh, this is it. Like, you idiot. This is your food." I was like, "You motherfucker. I'm gonna." I don't even know. It was just annoying. Did you ever have any bullshit when you were delivering Donatos, Ashley?
Just like people like with apartments, because I was like downtown. Like they wouldn't like tell you how to get into their building, then they would just like expect you to know how to do it, stuff like that. Or like people would come to the door like,
oh wait, what? She cut out.
She's in here. Yeah.
What happened? Oh. Oh, you back?
or
Well, Ashley, you cut out for like you could saw it like 10 seconds. You said people wouldn't tell you how to get into their apartments, and then you cut out.
and then like there was one lady who like answered her door naked.
Oh, like full
yeah,
on?
or like there was she was like in a robe, but like barely in a robe.
Oh yeah, like in a robe, but an open robe kind of shit.
Yeah. There was one lady who like it was like a lingerie party.
Oh, that's a
that
thing?
I was delivering to. Yeah, like it was like a birthday party or something, but they were all wearing lingerie and stuff. And they were like, "Do you want to come in and join us?" And I was like,
what?
"No, thanks."
Wait,
I've
hold
been
on.
offered.
What is a just people in lingerie hanging out?
Like a sleepover, but everyone's wearing lingerie.
Why?
Like an adult sleepover.
But
yeah, but that just feels like weirdly specific. It's not like a swingers. It's like the intermediate between a swingers party and like a normal party. You know, like if you want to do weird shit, just do weird shit. Don't like sit around in lingerie. Yeah. You know? I don't know. That's weird. But
I mean, that's what they wanted to do. Okay.
I guess so.
But anyway, like I've been offered like weed and stuff.
Did you take it?
Like as payment or like as a tip? No. But I do know some of the other drivers would do that. Like they would like go in to like people's like apartments and like smoke weed with them and stuff.
Nice.
And just like take forever to come back. Yeah.
Wasn't there also like some dudes that would like get you and then be really creepy and then like keep ordering when they knew like at the same time or something weird like that?
Oh no, there was just this one. So there's this one hotel that I had to deliver to like a few times. And there's this worker guy that was really creepy, and he would always like, I was wearing my Donato shirt, like I was very clearly like from Donato's. And he'd be like, "Oh, what pizza place are you from?" And I would just be like,
"Can you fucking read,
like,
idiot?"
I was like, you know, like look at my shirt and just be like, like
that's like he's like scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, I need to talk to this girl, but I don't know what to say. He's like, what pizza place do you work? Yeah, he's like probably slap himself in the face, like, "You idiot."
Yeah, and then I was like, Donato's, and then he was like, oh, "Okay," and then he was like, oh, so like how long are you guys gonna be delivering and stuff? And I was like, please. So then I went back and I was like, if we get a delivery for this hotel, like please don't send me back because like
because
that
it's
guy
gonna
is a
be the
creep and I
creepy,
always see him and he's such a fucking weirdo. I would see him like every single time I would go in. And then he would like get in the elevator with me.
Was he like, do you think he was like
even
a
though
homeless?
he didn't have to. Like he very clearly didn't have to.
Oh.
No, he was working there.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
a
front desk guy or something.
no, he was like a maintenance guy type of thing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like a janitor. I was like, get away from me, dude. Just stupid shit like that. Or like I would have to deliver to like some homeless shelters kind of, or well, not really homeless shelters, but like what kind of just like housing units. And they would just be so creepy. Like there would be like homeless men, like they're all old and like nasty looking, and they're like sitting outside the place, you know.
Mhm.
They'd be like, oh hey mama, like how you doing and stuff, and I was just like,
okay.
Or like, and if you
some of the homeless people can be a little
offended.
Well, here's my thing is A, don't be fucking creepy to random people, but B, when has hey mama ever fucking worked ever? Hey mama?
It almost worked.
Garrett, imagine us going to
Danny.
shut up. Imagine us going out and one of us going, hey mama, to like that would never happen in a million years. And if it did, it would never work. Unless
punch in the face, probably.
Yeah, unless they're either really, really drunk or crazy into you already. Hey mama is never gonna fucking work. Jesus Christ.
You never know. The thing is that like sorry, I was playing my game too. I got all messed up. Yeah, so like I would just be like, if I ignore them, then they'd be like, get all offended, be like, oh, I'm not gonna bite. Like, what the fuck? Like, get so mad if I don't like respond to them saying, hey mama, how you doing?
Yeah, because as a woman, you're obligated to talk to every man that's creepy to you.
Yeah. And
that's how society works.
Yeah, I would always get the line. It was so annoying. People would be like, oh, ha, ha, you have my pizza. And I'm like, haha, like, okay. Like, I haven't heard that today. Like a random person on the street would be like, my pizza. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm just trying to like deliver this pizza and go home.
Today, are we?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I love like when there's shit like that comes up 1,000 times and you're in your day at work.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, it's like at Kroger, I get that all the time. Ooh, you didn't scan it. Must be free.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking of. Must be free. Like, yeah, haha, that's the 10th time in the last hour that I heard that one.
No, it just means I can charge you whatever I want.
Oh, nice. You come
right back at him.
You come at him with that?
No,
you should next time.
Put 9999.
Oh my god.
You can customize the price on it.
That'd be funny. You should start doing that.
I think I did that once. I put like $2,000 on some guy's gift card.
Nice.
It wouldn't let me take it off. Well, sorry.
Well,
better like that stuff at Sam's Club.
You know what though? That hey mama shit reminds me of like. I mean, this is kind of a not super related thing, but I was just listening to the podcast that I listen to all the time, and I know I talk about them like every single week on here. But Cody he was talking about like I've never felt the need to have a gun, but I also like don't really get harassed in public. Like, you know, I'm not like, you know, so like maybe it's different for like this girl, whatever girl that we're talking about, like talking about her guns or whatever. He's like, I don't really like guns. I don't feel the need to carry one, but like I guess I can understand that like some women feel uncomfortable and feel like they need one. So like I mean, I've never and like I've never been in need of like, you know, I've never needed to use a gun on to shoot anyone in any situation. But I guess some people are like, well, what if? And it's like, but I've never had it before, so like I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a huge generalization though, I guess.
I thought about getting one like a week ago. Like,
really?
When I get older, like move out.
Okay.
Just so I could keep in my house for whatever.
Have you ever gone to like a shooting range?
My cousins have one in their backyard.
Oh shit.
We shoot crossbows and just whatever guns they have.
Crossbows? I've never shot a crossbow. I gotta go to your.
Yeah, they're all a lot of fun. One of them's a police officer, so she's allowed to have like assault rifles and stuff.
Oh
So she
shit.
brought one of those over, and we were messing around with it.
Are you talking like fully automatic?
It was semi-automatic, the one she
Okay.
had.
Because I
But
thought like
you could go at it if you really wanted to. Like,
well, I thought I know that like an AR-15 is okay because our stepdad has one, but that's semi-auto. I thought it was something that like I'm probably totally wrong. Someone's gonna call me out, but I thought that in Ohio you can't have any fully automatic guns at all. But I don't know.
don't think you can either, if I recall.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. We shouldn't turn this into the gun podcast. I feel like we could very quickly get into some sketchy territory, but yeah, I just can't stand people being creepy. And especially like in a public service, not public. What am I trying to say? Like if you work in a fucking grocery store, you're obligated to be nice to the people because it's your job to be kind to all your stupid dipshit customers. And so then people will be like,
she's flirting with me.
right? Yeah, it's like you say have a nice day, and the guy's like, oh, I will now, because they're just being fucking creepy and taking advantage of the fact that they have to be nice to you. It's just so like it's one of the creepiest, like most fucked up things you can do is like force someone into that social pressure of like, well, you're working, you can't punch me, so I can be creepy now.
This is very stereotypical,
Well,
but people at GameStop have that issue so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like at the Y, there would be like,
oh my
so
god,
many-
that's so annoying.
yeah, there's like a lot of creepy old motherfuckers that come to the Y, and I think
No,
Jake-
especially in the locker room.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
old ladies will just be naked talking to you. It's like
Yeah.
I clearly don't want to talk to you. Your boobs are out and you're all wrinkly and nasty. Like I don't want to talk to you.
It's not
Leave me alone.
in the men's. It's never that they're talking to you. It's just that their dicks are out and they like don't
They
fucking
stare at you.
yeah, and they don't
one
put...
like 2 weeks ago I went, some guy's staring at me. He's like
yeah,
he's like 80 years old.
and they just
And I walk in
hang
and I like
out.
look away real quick.
They're just in the locker room. Just they're not doing anything. They're not changing. They're not drying off. They're not showering. They're just sitting there on the bench with their dick out. What are you doing? Like you just want to be naked? Go home and be naked. Like, but they also would like. There was one guy. I mean, people would do nasty shit in the hot tub all the time, but there was one dude. There was one dude in particular that like the hot tub would like you can sit in one spot and just stare at the slide attendant, and we have like you start at 15, so it's like young girls and young guys that get it, and like that apply for the job. And so there was like a couple of young girls that would be working the slide, and there's like this one dude in particular that I know of that would just like sit in the hot tub and just fucking stare like for like fucking forever, and it's just like really creepy and like nasty.
I mean, he probably wasn't just staring.
Well, I know he probably was being nasty, 'cause when you're in a hot tub, like you can get away with shit because there's bubbles.
Those hot tubs look pretty nasty too.
Well,
so
I would clean the hot tub every
stuff
week,
on
and
the
that
side,
shit
like-
is fucking. Oh my. Okay, if you guys want to be grossed out for a second, there. Okay, I don't know how to describe this without it just being nasty. So what I would do is drain it, scrub it down, rinse everything into the bottom of it, and then use our little like water vacuum bullshit and like get most of the gunk out. And so at the end of or near the end of it, there's just this giant pile of like nasty shit from the week in the bottom of it before I suck it all up in the vacuum. But also though, on the water line on the sides, there's like God, every week there's like dirt and nasty shit like on that water line from like it's like all like the humans like human skin that like got like rubbed off and shit, and like nasty dirt, and it's just like people dirt is how I describe it, just on the water line of the hot tub. And I had to scrub that off every single week, put it in the bottom. It's like I'm in a vacuum. It's so gross. And I know people are like jerking off or like fucking in the hot tub.
People have sex in the hot tub all the time.
Do you remember?
It's like the thing is, Well, people will do it in the deep end of the pool. And
Yes,
then my
that's
thing
what I
is
was about to
the
say.
pool is clear. It's
Yeah.
water. We can see you.
Yeah. Do you
So I
remember?
don't understand why people
Ashley,
are doing that.
Yeah.
What?
Do you remember? I think Jacob, you've seen this family before. It's just this. Okay,
Oh,
I don't want.
Is
Yeah.
it the big?
Yeah, I would have prefaced this the same way I prefaced Evil Dora. I did not come up with this nickname. This is a nickname that
Neither did I.
yeah, one of the lifeguards came up with this nickname, and it's really fucked up, but it's the only way I know how to refer to this family. It's a family of bigger people, and one of the guys at work called them the hamburger family because they're all really big. And okay, it's kind of mean because they're coming to the Y to better themselves. Well, I mean, it's pretty evil because they're coming to the Y to like try to work out and get better. They call
Well,
it
they had like
family.
McDonald's like every day.
Well, yeah, they also
like,
would come in with McDonald's and shit like to the Y. So it's like you gotta really commit if you're gonna commit. But anyway, the mom and the dad would go in the fucking deep end and fuck around, and since there's since they're bigger and they have more fat, they can just float easier. So they would just be floating around, hugging on each other, and like making out and shit, like in at the open in the pool, just like making out. And their son would when the slide was on, he loved going down the slide, and every time he had to like kind of sit down outside of the little platform and then like move himself in because he's a little bit bigger. It's harder for him to like get down in that one little spot. And he would always acknowledge how awkward it was every time. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, don't acknowledge the fact that it's kind of weird. Just do it. You know, I was like, just it's fine, man. Just go down the slide. Every fucking time he'd go down the slide, get out, come right back up, and be like, "Yeah, sorry." Every time. Wow. I was like, just go down the slide. But yeah, they would fuck around in the deep end, and I'm pretty sure they would get in the hot tub and fuck around too.
I mean, the thing is, it wouldn't just be like kids having sex in the pool. It's like grown adults.
Yeah, they're like
just like in the deep end, like very clearly all over each other. Like we can see you, and like their kids would be swimming in like the shallow end.
Yeah,
they're just like, let's go in the deep end and have sex.
Yeah, and then the kids are like, "Hey, mom, where'd that ball go?" And they're like, "Fuck off!" Like they're just fucking around the deep end. And also, Hamburger family
are nasty.
Hamburger family would wear the same shirts into the pool, and they would come in like days in a row, and so they would wear like the same exact shirts, and they were like, you could tell that they were kind of dirty shirts, and it was just like kind of nasty how they would wear the same exact thing like for like a week straight to swim in. And it was just like you could tell that the shirt was getting dirty because you see them every day. You can see the progression. It was really gross. Like just get more shirts to swim in, man. Ugh.
I think my favorite story was the shower pooper.
Oh yeah. Ashley, how well do you know that story? Because I'll let you tell it.
Pretty well, because I actually knew the guy. Well, you did too, but I went to school with the guy that did it.
Yeah, you've known him for longer, so go for it.
Yeah, like I've known him since elementary school.
Yeah, but don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name, obviously.
Okay, I know. I'm just making sure.
But basically, there's like this other guy that worked at the Y. This was years ago, like when I think I was in like middle school. So this is the guy that was doing this was actually like also in middle school. But there was this staff guy who would always have to clean up poop from the shower in the men's locker room. And he'd be like, who the heck is pooping in the bathroom? Like, what the heck? Like there's literally stalls right next to the showers.
Yeah,
like,
that's the
why
thing.
Are they pooping in the shower?
Yeah, it wasn't just showers. there was urinals in the toilet like 5 paces away from the showers. Like it's not a big hassle to go.
Yeah, it's like on the same side of the locker room. It's like right next to the showers. So he's like every week, I'm pretty sure it was like the same day every week. He had to like, because someone would be like, hey, somebody pooped in the shower, and then he'd have to go in there and clean it. And so he decided to like kind of like not really set a trap, but like just like wait in the locker room, and after everyone would get out of the shower, he would like, check in there like really fast and see if they pooped. So like he would know it wasn't like the person before them. So like if it was like on the Thursday, like he would sit in there on Thursday nights and just like wait, and then every time someone would come out of the shower, he would like look in there. And then it was like this kid that I went to school with. He was just like, he was on the swim team, and every week he would go into the shower and poop in the shower for like, I don't even know, like weeks. It wasn't just like
well, yeah,
once
it
or
was
twice.
long
It was like
enough,
multiple weeks in a
right?
row.
Yeah, it was long
Probably
enough
like
that
months even.
it was long enough that the front or like everyone was like calling this person the pooper because they did it so often. Like it was that long and that consistent.
The pooper.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's Thursday night. The pooper's probably here. But then he finally caught the kid, and then he became a lifeguard, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a lifeguard with me for like 2 years before he quit. But I didn't know that it was him because
never went.
Started having like this poop on the floor.
We just lost a couple seconds of recording there. I accidentally clicked on it. But
wow.
yeah, he like I had heard the story of the pooper when I was a kid because I was volunteering at the Y, but then I didn't know who it was. I never found out who it was, and I worked with him. And then like I think it was after he quit working there. Then they were like, "Did you know that blank was the pooper?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Like he worked here after he like got outed for pooping in the shower for months?"
He got caught like pooping.
Dude, that's actually insane.
Yeah, like why would you ever work at the place where you were known as the pooper?
Yeah,
Like
like
ridiculous.
Real.
Yeah.
This is just embarrassing.
Yeah, and but the other thing is like I bet nice crotch, Garen. I bet.
sorry.
Beanie.
I forgot what my train of thought. I was too busy calling out Garen. What the fuck was I even gonna say? I don't know. Whatever.
Well,
The pooper getting caught.
I was gonna say, Danny, do you remember at Grove City the one year some kids started shitting in the urinals?
No, what?
Ew.
No, I don't remember this.
It was like our junior or senior year. I don't remember which one. But they had to shut down. Okay, so you remember the bathrooms by the science wing of the building?
Yeah.
There was a kid that would go in there like every day and just drop the fattest shit in the world
Oh.
in the urinal. So the janitors had to close down that bathroom for like a month. You know,
I remember that when they closed it. I didn't know why.
God damn.
Yeah. And then there was another kid. I don't know if this was the same kid or not. But so he would go in there. He'd do the same thing as this other kid. He'd shit in the urinal.
No.
It doesn't end there. He would then grab it
Oh.
and like draw shit.
Ew.
No.
I'm being dead serious.
This is someone that we went to high school with?
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever find out who it was?
I know who it is.
You can tell me
I don't-
after because now I'm
Or
interested.
you can put in the
I don't think it was ever.
mind chat.
I don't think he was ever like outed as the kid
Well,
that did it.
they can't do anything now, right?
Well, true.
Could they?
Mm-hmm.
Is there
I don't think
statute of
so.
limitations on shitting in a school urinal and rubbing it all over the place? Do
They take your diploma away.
Ew.
you remember when someone?
No.
This is not as nasty, but when someone wrote "Zooey Mama" on the mirror, super big.
I have a photo of that.
What?
Here,
It
I
just-
can share it in the
It was
Discord if I
it
find
was the bathrooms by the by the like the main front. And someone just like the big ass fucking mirror. They just wrote "Zooey Mama" over the entire fucking. It was like in lipstick over the entire fucking thing. So stupid. But yeah, I didn't know about the urinal shitters. But who? Okay, but the thing is, who shits? People. Most people are too scared to shit in school anyway because like it's just weird and like so it's weirdly like taboo to shit in the school bathrooms, you know, like people are just like not wanting to do that, but then to go as far as to shit in the urinal is like must have some balls to do that. This shit's insane. I've only ever
So
pooped.
like somebody would walk in and see you doing that.
Yeah, it's like what if like
Right.
a teacher had to go to the bathroom?
And they're gonna see you squatting over the freaking.
Yeah, that's like a very like you gotta be shitting real fast.
This is my theory.
Okay.
So, like, it's real short. He must have had like a lookout.
Yeah, that's
There's
probably.
no way in hell
But then what?
some kid would just.
But like, what would the plan be? Okay, so like, let's just like act like we're the people for a second. So I'm shitting in a urinal, and I say, "Garen, you're my lookout." What's your excuse if someone comes up? Nothing. You can't say no. You can't come to the bathroom.
Warning.
Yeah, do the office thing. Warning. Like what's the plan after that? Okay, be
I
my
had to go real
lookout.
bad. I couldn't make it to the stalls.
Yeah, like what's the lookout say to the person? They just have to sit there and go, my friend's
I can
shitting in the
explain.
thing.
Just wait a sec.
They probably had a code word or something.
I mean, probably. Let me turn on hold on 1 second here. I want to share this, but I want to put my Discord on there. How do I fucking I'll just do this. This is Zooey Mama bullshit that I'm trying to pull up, but I don't want to out my Discord.
Oh,
So there
you
we
see
go.
the photo?
Yeah. I'll just put it up real quick. Yeah, it's just this. Zooey Mama 2018. It's just all across the fucking thing. I don't know. It's just dumb.
Oh
Just
my
walked in one
God.
day and it's just up like that.
They I
Why
had
the
some other
hell?
photos. They saran wrapped all the sinks together so you can use them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Jeez.
Yeah, I took some photos of that.
Ashley, what was your senior prank? Do you remember?
I don't fucking know. I don't even think we had one.
What was? Didn't we have one? But it was like kind of lame. Jacob?
We broke
extremely
into the
lame.
school and put all those balloons in there.
Oh
And
yeah,
they put up posters.
yeah. Do you
My favorite
remember-
one was
lame
my
and dumb shit.
freshman year when they had all the bikes come in. You remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember, but it was kind of lame because they didn't ride around the whole school. They came in like one door, and then like when they were going around the loop, they like went out like the very next door because they were too scared to actually do the whole thing and get caught.
Oh.
But I do remember that though. Like I remember seeing them come in. I was just kind of like, oh, this is interesting, and then they just left. I was like, well, kind of short lived, but
One of the older teachers was telling all the pranks from over the years,
mhm.
and he said that his most insane one was they opened one door in the cafeteria and one door in the other one. Had a motorcycle come flying through the hallway.
Oh Jesus.
They never caught who it was because he had a helmet on.
Yeah,
They
that's
didn't
smart.
have they didn't have cameras back in the day either, so
Damn.
they kind of just got away with it.
Wasn't there like
That's crazy.
there wasn't there rumors of like a burp? That's what I meant to say. Wasn't there rumors of like someone putting tires around the flagpole or something one year?
I don't
Something
remember.
like that. I feel like that was one of them, and I was like, that's kind of a lame prank to just put tires. Yeah, like okay. What and then what? They just take them off. Like your plan was fucking stupid. Yeah, I don't know.
You remember that time we put tires around the flagpole?
Yeah, it's like kind of fucking lame.
Remember sophomore year, everyone just partied in the ERC. And
Yeah,
that was it.
it was
That
like
was it. That was the
Kind of
prank.
lame.
well, it was kind of wasn't it just like they just went in there and just started like kind of yelling, like it was like they just all like did that and like just
Wait,
went
that's
there.
it?
Well, yeah, it was like they all went to the ERC to like party, but then it was like between classes anyway, so everyone was walking around. It was just kind of like a bunch
I
of
know-
people in the ERC anyway.
All I know is that someone jumped off the second floor of that.
Are you serious?
Oh
the
yeah,
that
true.
red-
Someone did jump off the mez. I'm pretty
I don't know
sure.
who it was, but
Did they get
yeah,
hurt?
someone. No,
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
I don't think they did.
There
I'm
was
pretty sure they didn't because they didn't have any ambulance or anything
No.
there.
there was someone I think as it was in Erica's grade. Ashley, you might have heard about this. He like ripped a sink out of the fucking
I did hear about that.
yeah, he ripped like the sink out of the fucking thing, like the whole like faucet out in like the chemistry room, and it was just spraying water everywhere. He just rips it out, looks at the teacher, and is like, "Uh-oh," and then she's like, "What the fuck?" Like, go to the principal's office, obviously, and now what am I gonna do? She just like had to deal with that. And then rips it out, looks at her, it's just like, whoopsie. Like fucking
Oh my
absurd
God.
shit.
This was before I think any of us went to the high school, but they had someone jump off the senior balcony,
Mm-hmm.
which is higher than the mez, and just land on a table.
Jesus,
Oh my
dude.
God.
I think they broke something too when they did that, but
Probably.
because that's much higher than the whatever the computer
mez?
lab was called. Mez, yeah.
Yeah, the mezzanine. Jesus, dude. Yeah, there was some dumb shit that people did.
I remember. Do you guys remember hearing about that kid Dallas that I think got arrested at the school?
What'd he do? I kind of vaguely
He
remember that.
Yeah.
he was in my lunch period. I remember it was because he got in a fight with a kid, but because he was 18 and
Oh.
he threw a chair at him.
Oh fuck.
He hit him with he hit him with a chair. I'm pretty sure I heard he got arrested for it.
I just had a flashback to this shit. Do you
I think we might be thinking the same thing.
is it the you tell it because I can't remember the details, but you
Is it
go
the fight
ahead.
where there's like 10 people?
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't remember
I
that.
remember that,
I,
and then
I remember a fight like that.
yeah, and then there's like a video of it, just like 7, 8 people all swinging, and you see one clip where like Miss Gilbert is like, or whoops,
That's
I
fine.
just called her out, but like she's in the middle of the fight, like yanking people around, like she's like in there fighting people.
Jesus. No, I was thinking of
It was bad.
fucking there was two guys in our grade that I can't remember the exact specifics. It was during lunch, and one of them had food in his hand, and the other one like knocked it out either on accident or on purpose. And then they just like they were friends and buddies and like laughing and joking around. He knocks the food out of his hand. Instantly, they were both pissed at each other and like got all up in each other's face, and they're like, "What? Like what the fuck?" Like about to fight, and then like they just kind of like diffused it and like fucked off. I was like, that's such like a I'm the alpha male bullshit thing to do.
Was this sophomore?
I remember.
I don't know.
I remember one fight that happened. Jacob, this might have been the fight you were talking about, but it was during lunch.
People.
Yeah.
There was a bad one.
So these kids were just sitting there. I don't even remember. I mean, I remember why a bunch of more people got involved in it, but I don't remember like the exact reason why it started. There was a girl, one of these girls, I think was either dating this guy or had dated this guy or some shit. And they were just arguing. Well, she slapped him.
Oh, damn.
And it spiraled out of control so fast because she slapped him and he picked her up and slammed her on the table.
What?
So then, like, I remember seeing her get picked up and then just boom. And then
Damn.
5 dudes stood up. And all you see is 5 dudes just going, "Mom, mom, mom, mom," on this one guy. 5 of his friends stand up and they're like, "Mom, mom, mom, mom."
Oh my god. What?
Yeah, dude, it was like it looked like a fucking gang war going on. That shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then yeah, that was
Holy
insane.
shit,
I just
dude.
remember sitting at the lunch table, like, just oh god. That was probably one of the craziest fights I've seen at our school.
I barely saw any fucking fights. Ashley, did you see fights? Because like I feel like I barely saw any.
Like my freshman year, I would like because I was in color guard, like in band and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we would only go for like half of lunch. And we would just like my freshman and sophomore year, we ate in the auditorium just because we thought we were cool, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys were too
and then,
cool for the lunchroom.
Yeah, and all the fights happened at lunch mostly.
Yeah.
So then like we would be leaving the auditorium and then we would see like of the end of a fight and be like, oh gosh, dang it, like we missed it.
Damn.
I've seen a few, not very many, just like randomly people just like punching each other and like in the cafeteria. And they break them all fast.
Yeah, I feel like I saw like a couple like quick scraps, but like none of them were really like big, like there was I never saw fucking 10 people whopping on each other. But I've seen like little like bop bop bop, and then the teacher's like fuck off, and they're like, oh damn.
Yeah, the most I've seen is just like 2 people just like randomly punching each other, and then a teacher like just breaks it up, and that's
There
it.
was-
And I love like the posturing and shit afterwards. Like they're broken up and they're trying to get him to pull away. And they're like, yeah, you're lucky, bro. I would have fucked you up. It's like, no, you were not fucking him up. We just saw it. Like everyone knows. Yeah.
I
Do you
remember
guys,
my freshman
No, go ahead.
freshman year. There were two girls in the cafeteria, like sitting there screaming at each other in each other's face, and it looked like they were getting ready to fight, and then like a circle of people come around them,
Oh,
like start chanting fight, or I don't know. They were just
yeah.
sitting there waiting for something to happen, and they're in each other's face, and all of a sudden this like bigger guy comes out, just like bulldozes his way through both of them. It's like, sorry guys, there's some pizza over there. He's just running over to the. He totally did it on purpose, but like,
Yeah.
he just plows through both of them. And just like they didn't even notice. They just went back to like.
Yeah,
arguing with each other.
they're too busy fucking yelling at each other. I remember though, like I remember hearing about like some fights like here and there, but then people always said that Central Crossing was like fights every fucking day. Like, do you guys remember hearing that? Like that it was just always fights? Because
I,
like
mean,
that's
I remember hearing that there were more fights there, but not like every day.
well, maybe they said like every week or some shit, but it was like wildly more fight, like a ton
Yeah.
more than I ever saw. But
I mean, I remember there was one fight that got started because of a cheese stick.
the what now? What?
What the hell?
Yeah, there was a fight. So I don't know who the fight was between or what the I don't know a lot of the details. So when I tell the story, it's kind of shitty. But I like
That's
to
fine.
picture it in my head.
Okay.
Like I guess these kids were just sitting here and some random kid like just threw a cheese stick and it like hit some guy in the face or something. And so I guess his friends saw who threw it and they told him. So he got up and walked over to the kid and they, just started fucking rock'em sock'em boppers with each other.
That is not what that
But-
game is called. Rock'em Sock'em Boppers?
Whatever it's called. I don't remember.
It's Rock'em Sock'em Robots, you uncultured
Mm,
swine.
mhm,
Boppers.
mhm,
Shut
mhm.
up, Dan.
Whatever. But either way, I like to imagine it in my head like this kid just in slow motion throwing
Throwing
little
a cheese stick.
and it's like
It
it's
goes
like flying through the air. Yeah.
That
Slow-mo hits him in the face and you like see the crumbs flying off.
reminds me of fucking shit, what was it? Oh yeah, it's Malcolm in the Middle. Actually,
Yeah,
when he
Yeah.
shoves the pudding in his face. Is that what you're thinking of?
Like the first episode.
Yeah, I think it's the first episode. I think the kid is making fun of is he making fun of Malcolm? It doesn't matter. Like there's a bully character and then there's Malcolm, the main character, and the bully's being a dick to either him or his friend who's in a wheelchair.
Was
And so
being
he-
evil to him.
Yeah, so then he takes pudding and in slow motion like slops it in his face. It's just like it's really funny. And then the kid goes to punch Malcolm, and I think he either like moves out of the way or something bullshit. And then he in slow motion, he's like trying to stop his punch because he's about to hit the kid in the wheelchair, and that would look really bad for him. And then he barely he almost stops himself, but barely hits his chin. It's like dink. And everyone's like, "Oh fuck!" And then Stewie, not Stewie, Stevie, the kid in the
Stewie.
wheelchair, he purposefully throws himself over as if he got hit really hard and falls over to make it look worse. And everyone's like, "You hit that kid in the wheelchair? What the fuck, dude?" I'm not doing it
show is
justice at
great.
all, but it's a great show. Fucking love Malcolm in the Middle. God damn. I think we might want to wrap up here soon. Unfortunately, I'm having fun. I always get sad when we have to wrap up because I'm like, oh, we're telling these stories, having a great time, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
like, okay,
no, I
now
have
we're
to-
done.
Yeah, I hate being like, well, I gotta leave, but I do kind of have to get going soon. So, wah, wah.
I mean, we can wrap up if you want.
I suppose we should. Any last amazing stories from anyone?
Oh, kind of wrapping back to the DoorDash thing.
Okay.
I got a good story about DoorDash. So I had ordered something off of DoorDash. I don't even remember what I ordered at this point. But so it said the order was going to take I don't know, it's something maybe like 20, 30 minutes to get here. I was like, okay, whatever. So, I'm getting the updates on my phone. And it's like, oh, your food is ready. Your dasher is here. Oh, your dasher's on his way or whatever. Well, so the dasher was waiting at the restaurant. And he's like, hey, just want to let you know this line's super long. So it's probably going to take like an extra 5-10 minutes. And I was like, yeah, no worries. I was like, if you have any questions on how to get to my apartment, just don't hesitate to call and ask, because it's
Right.
I know it's confusing as shit.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even know there was apartments back there.
Yeah. So either way, so I'm sitting there waiting, and this guy had another order he was dropping off beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes, drops off this first order, and then like, how they have the tracker thing when you order something, like you can see where the dasher drives, it updates every like,
yep.
10, however often. Well, I see the guy do a giant loop around where my apartment is at, and then he just goes somewhere else.
Oh, and
like just went somewhere else and was just sitting there forever. I was like, hey.
But he didn't ask you where it is? He just did that?
Never called me, never texted, never did anything.
That's kind
so
of
I was like,
stupid.
I was like, hey, it's been a little bit now. I was just seeing if everything's all right.
Hey, buddy, it's been a while.
The clock, hey, big
And
man.
so
Hey, big
this
mama.
dude,
Hey, big mama.
this dude texts me. He texts me back on the app, and he's like, I don't remember what he was saying. He's like, I can't find your place. And I was
So
like,
yeah, very
okay.
clearly you can't.
Yeah, I was like, I assumed so. So I was like, is there like, I can come outside and meet you, or like I can,
Right.
because normally what ends up happening is like the GPS ping on the map takes them to like a little alleyway that's literally right behind my apartment.
Okay.
And I just have to walk outside and go. There's a little fence back here that I can just walk through. And
like, throw it over.
9 times out of 10, I just walk right back there, because I know that's pretty much where they're always going to get sent to.
Yeah.
And so I was texting this guy. I was like, yeah, the GPS is probably going to send you to this little alleyway. There's going to be like a long white building, and there's a fence right by it. I was like, I'll meet you out back. Like, that's literally right behind my apartment.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just walk out there, whatever. And this dude was just like, this is how I always like to explain it. He was holding my food hostage.
Okay.
Literally.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
He was sitting there, and he was like, no, you're going to give me a bad rating. I was like, what? I was like, dude, I just want my food. I don't care how long it took.
I don't think I've ever given anyone, unless they're rude or it's like horrible and I know it's their fault, I've never given less than like 5 stars. You know what I mean? Because like some stuff is out of their control, and everyone knows like it's not your fault if the restaurant takes forever, if the GPS is confusing. It's just out of some people's control.
Right.
What an ass.
Well, and 9 times out of 10, I'll just give him a good rating anyway, just for being nice.
Yeah.
And so this dude just kept going on and on. He's like, no, you're going to ruin my rating. And like, he blamed me for ruining the time because he couldn't find the place.
What a
douchebag. I was like, bro, I told you could call me and ask if you're lost. Like, if you don't know where it's at, I was like, I'll gladly give you some help. I was like, I know it's confusing as shit. But he was blaming me for it. And I was like, okay, dude. I was like, can you just bring me the food?
Can you do your fucking job?
And he just kept going on. He's like, no, you're gonna ruin my rating. You ruined my time, and blah 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 blah. And so I was sitting there, and I was like he started to get real aggressive with me. I was like, whoa, dude. I was like, you're being extremely rude to me right now. I was like, if you're so worried about your rating, I don't get why you're being so rude.
Exactly. Now he's making it worse for himself by being a dick to you.
sent him off.
Oh my god.
That pushed him over the edge. Like, this dude was having the worst day of his life, apparently.
Damn.
Because this was such a wild interaction. All I said to him was, I think it's extremely rude what you're saying to me right now.
Which
I was
it
like,
is, yeah.
I was like, I wasn't blaming you for taking however long. I was blaming the app or whatever. Like, there was something, because there was something going on with the app. I don't even remember what it was at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried explaining that, and he just, like, dude could not get it through his head. Like, it just didn't make sense to him. And so he, like, started yelling at me and all this shit. I was like, dude, well, you can kiss any good rating goodbye.
Yeah, because now it's like,
you've been
I was gonna give you a
you've
good
been
rating.
a complete dickhead to me. I was like, I don't really care about the food anymore. I was like, I was just hungry, man. Like, I was like, if it's that important to you, go do a different fucking order.
Yeah. What
And
a
then,
dick.
like, I actually when I contacted like DoorDash about it, like,
yeah.
and I was just like, hey, this guy was like a huge dickhead to me. And like, well, and on the order screen, like, it only gives you their name, like their first name.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't have anything else to go off of. I never saw the guy's car because he never made it here.
So he just didn't give you your food and left.
Mhm.
Did he like? But I bet he went in the
You
app
didn't
and said
even get
deliver
your
food.
food?
So after all this bullshit he puts you through, he doesn't even give it to you.
Yeah, he never even came here. He never
What a
even made it down the
douche.
street.
Asshole.
Yeah, and so I contacted DoorDash about it. I was like, yeah. I was like, and I was literally reading the texts off, sending them to this customer service person, and they were super nice. Like, the people at DoorDash were super nice about it, and they're like, oh, you know, we're sorry that happened.
Jesus.
And they refunded my entire order and everything. I was like, it's really not that big a deal. Like, I'm not super worried about it. I was just like, and I was telling them, I was like, I use the app all the time. This is like the first bad interaction I've had with like 3 years of using the app, or however long I've had it now. I was like, yeah, this is like a once in a blue moon type of thing. But I was like, if there's something you guys can do about this person, just based off their name, I was like, yeah. I was like, it's this name. I live in this city. If you know if you're able to find any dashers with this name that,
Yeah.
Well, they should
pick
be
up
able
orders
to
around
like.
this.
Well, right.
area.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
thinking.
should be able to look in their system with your name.
Yeah.
And see like your phone number, I
Yeah.
think, and like
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, previous
Who had that
orders.
order.
And,
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
they can probably figure it out. That dude probably is
What
never
an
going to dash again in
idiot.
his life.
I'm sure that dude didn't face any consequences for it. But
No, I bet you he did. Because
maybe
I have a feeling that if I bet you he got fucked over and can't do it anymore.
maybe, but and like that wasn't my goal. Like, I wasn't sitting there talking to the customer service agent being like, oh yeah, fuck this guy. I was just like, and I told him, I was like, I think we just had a misunderstanding over the texts. Like, I think he just thought my tone was different than what I was intending it to be.
Mhm.
Because I mean, that shit happens all the time anyway. You're texting someone and you can read it differently than how they meant it.
It's like that Key and Peele sketch where they're like, have you seen that
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, okay, whatever. What the fuck? And then he's texting like, whatever, dude, whatever you want to do, bro. And he's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He's like about to fight
shows
him.
up to the bar with a bat. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, what's up, man?
And he's like, oh, you got me the bat with the spikes in it. Thank you. Yeah. It's just like that shit. What a douchebag, man.
That was by far the craziest experience that I've ever had with any service app like that.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
I was honestly just speechless. I didn't know what to say to the guy
Well,
anymore.
the fact that he was like, his logic is, okay, I think I'm going to get a bad rating. So let me not give him his food and yell at him so that I get a good rating. Like, what the fuck? How is that logic? I'm going to be rude to the person that's supposed to give me a good rating. Like, just.
Well, I even tried telling the guy, I was like, dude, if you want a good rating that bad, I'll just give it to you. I don't care.
Exactly. Like, it
I was
doesn't.
like, I just want the food. I was like, that's all I care about.
Plus,
the food.
You're lying.
if the guy's so like I don't think that one bad rating is gonna fuck him up that bad. Like, you
He
know,
probably
it's
already had a bad rating, and then he's
yeah,
like, "No, they're
that's
gonna put
probably
me
what
over
it
the
is.
edge."
Yeah, he's probably like, this one rating is putting me down like into 3 stars, and I won't be able to dash anymore. Like,
This is
This-
ruining my
yeah.
career, my life. It's taking my
This guy,
my funds
this guy
away.
for sure had other shit going on too.
no, yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
no way in hell that a rational person would get that angry over
Yeah.
a
Fucking-
miscommunication
Yeah.
or something.
A
Like,
burger.
This dude was stressed, and I could tell.
Damn. Poor bastard.
Which honestly, I rarely use DoorDash anymore because of that experience.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, granted, 99% of the people I've ever had on there are super nice people. You know, they always show up. And a lot of time, like, I have directions on how to get to my place.
Right.
Like,
Because you can
in
put
there
it
with
in like
every order.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have it labeled in there. I'm like, the entrance is kind of hidden. I was like, if it takes you to a little alleyway right behind along my building, you see a fence and a parking lot on your left next to like a brick building or whatever. I was like, that's right behind my apartment. Just stay there. All right.
Yeah.
Like, if it takes
So
you there,
you-
just text me or call me and I'll come out and meet you there.
Yeah, and you've made it as easy as possible. And this dude is like,
Yeah, I'm like-
no.
Well, and no one ever reads it.
Right.
So
I
have
always
to, like,
do when I
kinda
dash.
anticipate 'em, but it's that it's funny now, but like at the time I was like, holy shit, this guy has my address. He might be fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
actually a
if
good
this guy-
point.
I was like,
Shit.
if this
Yeah,
guy
let's be honest.
shows
We
up,
can't figure it out.
I was
Well,
like,
yeah, if he
this
can't
guy
find
shows
you
up-
though, he can't get to you.
Yeah, true. I
Damn.
guess I was in the moment. It felt a lot more scary because I was like, I have no idea who this guy is, what he looks
No, that's
like, what he's
perfectly
capable of.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, I'm like, you know, I'm not the biggest guy. I'm like 6 foot tall, but
you could fuck
you
him
know,
up.
I'm
I
not-
bet you a dude
not
that's
the
like my
biggest, but-
rating. He's definitely a little twig. Oh god, my ratings are so bad.
5'2".
Please. That guy, you could fuck him up.
I almost
My
sympathize
leg.
with the guy because I just feel like for him to get that angry that quickly, like he had to
Right.
have some other shit going on. Like he was
Probably.
only dashing because he had to, or else he'd be dead broke.
That's why I do. I mean, it's not that I'd be dead broke, but I like if money gets a little bit tight, I'm like, well, I'll just
Yeah.
do this and get an extra $100 for
But
a
it's
week or whatever.
yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
and it's easy, it's convenient. But yeah, that's my crazy DoorDash story.
Damn. Well, that's a good one to end it on. God damn, dude, holding your fucking food hostage. That's just it just baffles me. It's bullshit. Ashley, do you want to plug anything?
No. What do I have
Okay.
to plug?
I don't know. You could be like, follow me on whatever, and everyone you get 10 extra followers.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
fair enough. Well, we're gonna plug our shit because we're sellouts.
Okay.
But we have 2 YouTube channels. One has no videos, but just follow it anyway because we'll get to it someday. They should be in the description on whatever you're listening to this on. We have the main channel, the highlights channel. Give us 5 stars if you feel like it, because you know we try really hard.
Yeah.
Put in your
We do this every
rating.
week.
Everyone,
Please,
everyone
God, my
totally should.
rating. If you don't give
Rate
us a
us
5-star
5
rating,
stars.
you're not getting your food. That should be our new running gag. Please give us 5 stars, Rose. I don't know what's even the threat here, or
I don't
else
even know.
I don't know. We'll
I
think of
can't
some.
find the webpage.
Yeah. Or else they'll make it so you can't watch anymore. That's what we'll do. But yeah, thanks for
Okay.
if you got this far, thanks. We appreciate all the listeners, all like 8 of you or whatever it is right now. Thanks, Ashley, for hanging out. It was fun. I
Yeah, it
always
was fun.
enjoy. I think next week we're gonna have Amanda, my other sister, on, and then the week after that should be Bethy, and then I'll have done my weird thing where I decided to have all my sisters on for no reason, but it's just fun. I don't know. I like just having guests on and chat and stuff. It's a nice time. But yeah, thanks for listening or watching, and we'll see you next time, losers.